E-learning with NUT Endomorder Science School, MENA.
Good morning, viewers. You are welcome to Mathematics Revision class. I'm by name Teacher Odike Victor. I want to believe you're enjoying your stay at home. Please continue to stay at home. The virus is out there looking for who to catch. So continue to stay at home. We need you to stay safe and equally be healthy. Today, we shall be doing something very, very interesting. Therefore, I would like you to have your writing materials by your side. The class is KS3 Year 9 Marie Curie, and the subject is Math 302, which of course you know is business mathematics. Don't forget to write your date. And the topic is measure of central tendency. The topic is what? Measure of central tendency. I need you to tax your brain. What is the mean age of 5 boys whose ages are 5 years, 8 years, 15 years, 10 years, and 12 years? Remember, this was what we did in our last class. So I need to use the knowledge of what we did in our last class to solve this problem. Moreover, you are not expected to spend more than 30 seconds in this question. So try as much as possible to solve this question within a time frame of 30 seconds. Your time starts now. All right, today we'll look at mean of grouped data. Mean of grouped data. Let's take this example. The ages of 20 students in a certain school are shown in the table below. The ages of 20 students in a certain school are shown in the table below. And here is the table. We have 18 years, 12 years, 12 years, and so on. So from this table, you will discover that the least age here is what? 12. And what is the highest age in the class? Who is the oldest in the class? Okay, the guy who is 18 years is the oldest in the class. So the question wants us to find the average age of these students. We are expected to calculate their average age. Solution: you have to prepare your table such that it caters for age, of course, in years, your frequency, and then your f of x. F here is your frequency, then the age is your x. So f of s simply means you multiply whatsoever thing you have in this column to what you have in this column, and that is your f of x. So remember, I said the least in the class is 12, and the oldest in the class is 18. So we have 12 years, 13 years, 14, 15, 16, and 18 years. For 12 years, let us count how many students are 12 years old in that class. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 students in the class who are 12 years old. Then the next is 13. Let's count how many students are 13 years in the class. 1, 2. There are 2 students in the class who are 13 years old. Then we count for 14. It will give us 7. 15 also will give us 2. 16, 2, and then 18 years, 1 person. Of course, you have to make sure you count. Look at that of 18, just 1 person, no another person who is 18 years aside this guy here. So you have to make sure you count appropriately. Then remember, I said your f of s is the multiplication of what you have in this column with what you have in this column. 12 times 6 gives us 72. 13 times 2 gives us 26. 14 times 7 gives us 112. 15 times 2 gives us 30. 16 times 2 gives us 32, while 18 times 1 gives us 18. Then here we have this symbol is called submission in mathematics. This is called summation F. Summation F here means we should take the total of the frequency. 6 plus 2 plus 7 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 will give you 20. So your summation F here is equal to 20. Then since this place is a product of F and X, that gives you your F of X. So here we have it to be summation of F of X, summation F of X. You're going to add all that you have in this section together, and it will give you 290. So I have F of X, summation F equal to 20, and summation F of S equal to 290. Now recall that mean is equal to summation F of X all over summation F. Summation F of X all over summation F. Remember, the summation gave us 290, that is F of X all over 20. So we have it to be summation of F of X all over summation of F, and that will be 290 all over 20. So 290 divided by 20, and that will give you 14.5. It implies that the mean age of the class is 14.5 years. 14.5 years is the mean age of the students in the class. Example number 2. The table below shows the distribution of marks of 7 students in 2 separate subjects. This question came out in BESE 2015. The table below shows the distribution of marks of 7 students in 2 separate subjects, and the subjects are mathematics and English language. So in mathematics, the first student scored 7 in maths, 8 in English, 8 in mathematics for the second student, 15 in English, the third student 10 in mathematics, 11 in English, and so it continued up to the 7th child, who scored 2 in mathematics and then 14 in English. And then we are expected to find the mean mark of each of the subjects. So we're expected to look for the mean for mathematics and then the mean for English. Then the second is we look for the range. What is the range of marks of mathematics? Then what is the range of marks of English? You must look for the range for mathematics and also the range for English. So let's get busy. Solution. Recall that mean is equal to the number of values of items, or the number of items all over the total number of items. And that is our mean. So the mean for mathematics, we're going to add all this together. That is 12. The scores in mathematics: 12 plus 8 plus 10 plus 14 plus 4 plus 13 and 2. We're going to add them all together. And that's what we have here. 12 plus 8 plus 10 plus 14 plus 4 plus 13 plus 2. And how many students are in the class? Of course, there are 7 of them. So remember, that mean is equal to the number of items all over the total number of items in the classroom. And let's add this together. Of course, when you add all this together, it will give you 63 all over 7. Now, what is 63 divided by 7? 63 divided by 7 gives you 9. So it means that 9 is the mean mark for mathematics. Let's quickly take a look at the mean mark for English. So for English, we're going to add all the scores in English together all over 7, because there are 7 of them in the classroom. And the marks or the scores for English are 10, 15, 11, 12, 9, 6, and 14. So these are the scores in English language, and there are 7 students in the classroom. So what do? We add all these together, And adding all these together, it will give us 77 all over 7. So what is 77 divided by 7? Of course, 11 marks. Therefore, the mean is 11 marks. Then range in mathematics has to do with the highest score minus the lowest score. So the range for mathematics as a subject in the question given above will be 14 minus 12, because the highest mark or the highest score for mathematics is 14 and the least score is 2. Therefore, 14 minus 2 gives us 12. It implies that 12 is the range for mathematics as a subject. So let us quickly look at median of our grouped data. Median of our grouped data. The table below shows the amount of money donated by some individuals to the COVID-19 pandemic fund, of course in millions of naira. Amount in naira and then the number of people who donated in this column. Those who donated 30 million are 3. Those who donated 60 million are 9. Then those who donated 90 million are 6. Some donated 120 million and 15 people donated 120 million. 150 million, 5. That means 5 people donated 150 million naira and 12 people donated 180 million naira. You are expected to find the median for this contribution or for this money raised for COVID-19 pandemic. So we're going to calculate the median. Remember when we treated in our previous class when we looked at median of ungrouped data, we simply said that median is the number at the middle after you must have arranged either in ascending order or in descending order. But here in this case, we're going to be taking another approach entirely. So the question, like I said earlier, I said we should find the median of the distribution. Solution. Note that the amount of money is arranged already in ascending order. Then step 2, find the total number of people that contributed to the fund. That is 3 plus 9 plus 16 plus 5 plus 15 plus 2 plus 12, equal to 50 people. It implies that 50 people actually contributed to the COVID-19 fund. And then the median will be, the formula for median of group data is n plus 1 all over 2 term. That is n plus 1 all over 2, the term which is n plus 1 all over 2. And here, in this case, our n is equal to 50. Then 50 plus 1 gives us 51 all over 2. Now, 51 divided by 2 gives us 25.5. Therefore, the median is now the 25 or the 25th member. The 25th member is going to be the median of this distribution. So, the 25th member is going to fall in between the 25th member and 26th member. So what do? We are looking for 25th member. But then there's nothing like 25th member. This person here exists in between 25th member and 26th member. So these members are found among members who contributed 120 million naira each. And that becomes 120 million plus 120 million all over 2. And that will give us 240 million naira. 240 million naira divided by 2. And then the answer will be 120 million naira. Therefore, the median of this distribution is 120 million naira. All right, thank you, students. I want to believe you've really enjoyed your time. Continue to stay safe. Bye.